Bridge lookout, new surface contact, bearing
track
3003,
bearing 100, TAO EW, new track 1004, bearing 340, TAO EW, new track 1005, bearing 075, TAO EW, new track 1006, bearing 045.
Aye, sir. Make turns for 16 knots. Aye, sir.
TAO EW, new track 1030, bearing 095. TAO EW, new track 1031, bearing 065.
Come left to course 105. Aye, sir.
Vampire inbound bearing 063. Vampire inbound bearing 063. Vampire inbound bearing 062.
Bird away. Engaging track 1036. Bird away. Engaging track 1034.
Vampire inbound bearing 062. Vampire inbound bearing 062. Vampire inbound bearing 062. Vampire inbound bearing 064. Vampire inbound bearing
065. Bearing 350.
Bird away. Engaging track 1041. Bird away. Engaging track 0006.
Vampire inbound bearing 061. Vampire inbound bearing 061. Vampire inbound bearing 061. Vampire inbound bearing 062.
Bird away.
Vampire
Engaging track
inbound bearing
1032.
Vampire inbound bearing 352. Vampire inbound bearing 062. Vampire inbound bearing 353. Vampire inbound bearing 062.
Bird away.
Vampire inbound
Engaging
bearing
track 1062.
Vampire inbound bearing
TAOEW.
0
New
6.
track 1
Vampire inbound bearing
73.
0
Bearing
7 0.
070.
Bird away. Engaging track
TAOEW.
10.
Vampire inbound bearing
0
0
7
6
8.
1.
Bearing
Vampire inbound
0
bearing
0.
0 6 1. Vampire inbound bearing 0 6 2. Vampire inbound bearing 0 6
Bird away.
2. Vampire
Engaging track
inbound bearing 3 5 1.
TAOEW.
Vampire inbound bearing
1
3
0
5
8
0.
9.
Vampire inbound bearing
6
3
0.
5 2. Vampire inbound bearing 3 5 4. Vampire inbound bearing 3 5
Bird
6.
away.
Vampire
Engaging
inbound
track
bearing
1
0
0
9
5
7
4.
8.
Bearing
Vampire
0
inbound bearing
6 5.
0 0 1. Vampire inbound bearing 0
Launching
0
chapter port. Launching
4.
chapter port, sir.
Vampire inbound bearing
Launching
0
chapter port, sir.
0 7. Vampire inbound bearing 0 1 0. Vampire inbound bearing 0 1 0. Vampire inbound bearing 0 1 5. Vampire inbound bearing. 0,
Bird
6,
away.
1.
Engaging
Vampire
track.
inbound
1,
bearing.
0,
0,
7,
6,
9.
1. Vampire inbound bearing. 0, 6, 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 1. Vampire inbound bearing. 0, 6. Vampire inbound bearing. 0, 6, 1. 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 Vampire inbound bearing. 0, 6, 1.
TAO,
Vampire
EW.
inbound bearing.
New track.
0,
1,
6,
0,
1.
9,
Vampire
6,
inbound
bearing.
bearing. 0, 6,
Bird
1.
away.
Vampire
Engaging
inbound
track.
bearing.
1,
0,
0,
6,
7,
1.
9.
Vampire
TAO,
inbound
EW.
bearing.
Start, sir.
New
0,
track. 1,
6,
0,
1.
9,
Vampire inbound
7,
bearing.
bearing. 0,
0,
6,
6,
5.
1. Vampire inbound bearing. 0, 6, 1. Vampire inbound bearing. 0, 6, 1. Vampire inbound bearing. 0, 6, 1. Vampire inbound
Bird away.
bearing.
Engaging
0,
track.
6,
1,
1.
0,
Vampire
9,
inbound
5.
bearing. 0, 6, 1. Vampire inbound bearing. 0, 6, 1.
TAO,
Vampire
EW.
inbound bearing.
New track. 1,
0,
0,
6,
9,
1.
8,
Vampire
bearing.
inbound bearing.
0, 6,
0,
5.
6, 1. Vampire inbound bearing. 0, 6, 1. Vampire inbound bearing. 0, 6, 1. Vampire inbound bearing. 0, 6, 1. Vampire
Bird away.
inbound bearing.
Engaging track.
0,
1,
6,
0,
1.
9,
Vampire
5.
inbound bearing. 0, 6, 1. Vampire inbound bearing. 0, 6, 1. Vampire inbound bearing. 0,
TAO,
6,
EW.
1.
New track.
Vampire inbound bearing.
0, 9,
6,
bearing.
1.
0,
Vampire
7,
inbound
0.
bearing. 0, 6,
TAO,
1.
EW.
Vampire inbound
New
bearing.
track. 1,
0,
1,
6,
0,
2.
0.
Vampire
bearing.
inbound
0,
bearing.
7,
0,
5.
6,
TAO,
2.
EW.
Vampire inbound bearing. 0, 6,
away.
2.
Engaging
Vampire
track.
inbound
1,
bearing.
6, 5.
0,
TAO,
2. Vampire
track.
inbound
1,
bearing.
1,
0, 6, 2.
bearing.
Vampire inbound
6,
bearing.
5.
0,
TAO,
6, 2. Vampire inbound bearing.
1,
0, 6,
bearing.
2.
0,
Vampire
7,
inbound
0.
bearing.
TAO,
0, 6, 2.
track.
Vampire inbound
1,
bearing.
0,
0,
5.
6,
bearing.
2.
1,
Vampire
6,
inbound
5.
bearing.
TAO,
0, 6, 2.
track. 1,
Vampire
1,
inbound bearing.
0,
0,
bearing.
6, 2.
6,
Vampire
0.
inbound bearing.
TAO,
0, 6,
6,
2.
track. 1,
Vampire inbound 0 bearing.
0,
0, 6, 2.
5.
Vampire inbound bearing. 0, 6, 2. Vampire inbound bearing.